The following self-hypnosis video is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. It is also not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new treatment or therapy. This video contains a self-hypnosis session. Do not listen to this audio while driving or operating heavy machinery. Always make sure you are in a safe and comfortable environment before starting the session. Please use these self-hypnosis sessions as often as you feel they will benefit you. Research shows that repetitive self-exposure to hypnotic suggestions increase the likelihood of long-term change. Take in 10 very deep breaths, inhale as deeply as possible, and empty your lungs as completely as possible with each exhalation. Look at your screen and actively look at the candle. While you're looking into the candle flame, I'm going to count. When I say the number 1, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you can see the candle flame in your mind's eye. Keep your eyes focused on the candle flame. You will notice, as you look at the flame, that one portion of the flame is especially bright, a sort of glowing central heart of the flame. Focus your attention completely on that bright, glowing core of the flame, and in a few moments, I shall begin to count. When I count 1, you will close your eyes, but you will continue to see the candle flame in your imagination. Even in your imagination, you will focus upon the brightest portion of the flame. And while you listen, you will become sleepier and sleepier, because that flame is becoming for you a symbol of sleep. The flame means sleep. The flame means sleep. Your subconscious, even now, is beginning to associate the image of the flame with the process of sleepiness. In your subconscious, the flame is becoming a signal for sleep, deep sleep. Whether you actually look into the flame or merely see the flame in your mind's eye, you will grow sleepy, your limbs will become heavy, your eyelids will become heavier and heavier, and you will want to drift off into a pleasant sleep. The flame means sleep, flame and sleep, flame and sleep. Then, when I reach the count of 2, you will again open your eyes and look directly at the flame of the candle. But even as you do, you will notice that the very glance of the actual flame makes you grow even sleepier. It will impress even more deeply into the subconscious that the flame means sleep, that the flame is a symbol of sleep, that the flame is a signal for you to grow sleepy. You will keep your eyes closed and drift into a deep, pleasant, relaxing sleep as I continue to talk to you. You are now deeply, deeply asleep. Not in the conventional way that we describe sleep, as you can still hear everything that is said to you. Sleep is a term that is used in hypnosis to describe how deeply and comfortably relaxed you are, and every time you hear me say the word sleep, you can go even more deeply relaxed, and you will notice the image of the candle flame in your mind's eye. So, go deeply to sleep as you notice a warm wave of relaxation spreading throughout the whole of your body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of the toes. Experience this now. It is spreading throughout the whole of your body and your mind as you drift deeper and deeper into a gentle, hypnotic sleep. And as this wave reaches your toes, your whole body is deeply asleep and rested and comfortable, and your mind can follow my voice as it takes you even deeper into this relaxing feeling. I will now count the numbers from 10 to 1, and with each and every descending number, you find yourself becoming sleepier and sleepier, more comfortably relaxed than you can ever remember being. So, if you are ready, 10, close your eyes and keep an image of that candle flame flickering away up there in your mind's eye. Nod your head if you are able to see it. Notice your limbs beginning to feel heavy and relaxed, and you are beginning to feel just a little bit sleepy. 9. You are doing really well. And now I want you to open your eyes and focus once more on the actual flame of the candle. And notice how the flame flickers and dances, perhaps giving off a glow that reminds you of how sleepy you are beginning to feel. 8. That's really good. Now close your eyes once again, and this time you can see the candle flame in your mind. It is taking on a quality all of its own, and that feeling of sleepiness and detachment is increasing. Your mind has already accepted that the flickering flame means sleepiness to you, and your whole body is beginning to feel heavy and relaxed. 7. The candle is still flickering, but perhaps it begins to wane a little now and then. That's all right, because you are still very sleepy and very relaxed. 6. The candle is still burning, but it is beginning to burn itself out. Keep focusing on it for now, and you will know that when it eventually extinguishes itself, it will be time for you to enter the deepest level of hypnotic trance. 5. Your relaxation has spread throughout your entire body and mind. Your legs and arms are relaxed, as is your body, and this sleepiness is really taking hold now. Notice how it is just too much effort to open those eyes, so keep them closed, because nobody wants or needs anything from you. This is your special time to relax. I want you to let your mind imagine a warm summer's day, and you are on a wooded slope which is home to a cascading waterfall, where the water flows across and then down a series of steps until it merges with the gently flowing stream or river at the bottom. Whilst there is no need to limit the number of steps, I want you to imagine a waterfall with 10 steps. Each step is different from the next in many ways. Some are very wide and actually hide rock pools within themselves, whilst others are narrow and allow a swift flow of water down to the next one. Some are ledges wide enough to walk across the face of the waterfall, and some are like rock climbing steps with just enough room to balance on. As you let this image take over your conscious thoughts, it grows in size, filling the whole of your vision. It is a beautiful sight, all that water coming from who knows where and going on a journey which will take who knows how long until it ends up in a lake or an ocean. As the image grows, you notice that you are getting smaller until you are small and light enough to fit on a leaf that can be gently carried down the waterfall and into the stream. And I would like you now to imagine that you are small enough and that you are standing at the top of the waterfall, gazing into the clear, fresh water gurgling at your feet. You look around and spy a particularly comfortable-looking leaf. It looks strong enough to bear you on your journey down to the stream. So you gently manipulate the leaf down to the water's edge and climb aboard. Settling down, nice and comfortable now, you shove off from the bank and let the smoothly running water take you on a magical journey. You drift across the first wide step, and as you travel, you can trail your arm in the cool, refreshing water. The gentle current carries you to the edge of the first step, and you bobble down onto the next one. This step is rather narrow, and it seems that almost instantly you are swirling down to number 3, down and down, deeper and deeper towards the stream. The third step is neither wide nor narrow, and you take your time drifting across and down, deeper down all the time. Number 4 has a rocky formation in its center, and you deftly guide your leaf around it, going down and deeper towards the next step. The 5th step is a bit awkward because it is broken in places, but you take the risk and shoot the rapids down to the next one. What an exhilarating feeling that must have given you. Number 6 is again a wide step, and it slows your descent as you drift across it, going down the next step. The view is magnificent from here. Above you are all the steps you have traversed so far, while below you is what is still to come. As you land on step 7, you notice the wildlife watching you with bemused looks on their faces, for this is not something they see every day. You smile and let the current take you deeper downwards on your journey. Step 8 is a delightful little step which has a deep rock pool worn into it from timeless erosion by the water cascading down the fall. You trail your arm into it and feel so comfortable and so relaxed. Step 9 is narrow and bumpy, but adds a little excitement as you quickly get taken deeper down the waterfall. Almost there now, and you can see the gently flowing stream just a bit below you. Step 10 is the last one and runs down at an angle into the stream. It is wide and flat and invites you to continue on your journey by going downstream. So just float away, drift into a totally relaxed state and enjoy your dream. For a while now, you have been wanting to change your career and do something totally different with your life. But it seems that something was holding you back. Perhaps you were doubting your ability to follow this exciting new venture through. Or maybe you felt financially secure and didn't want to take the risk of starting your own business. Whatever your reasons, this business idea that you have is your dream. And we are using hypnosis to help you to realize your dream and fulfill your inner potential. For every one of us has the right to carry our dreams through to fruition. Indeed, it is your duty to yourself to, or if you don't, you will always wonder whether or not it would have worked and how different your life could have been. Starting your own business takes commitment and effort, but there is nothing more rewarding than seeing your ideas succeed as they ultimately will, because your desire and your inspiration will guide you as you listen to your own inner voice. If you haven't already done so, it might be a good idea to research this field. Is there a need in other people's lives that you can supply or fulfill? This is where a good business plan also comes in useful. For having written your ideas and your goals down on paper, it is easier to envisage them as materializing and yourself as succeeding as you ultimately will. You may also have thought about where your business will take place. Can you imagine that place now? Perhaps you are working from home, or maybe you've rented some space and have your own office. Take yourself there in your mind. See yourself putting your own personal touches to it and making it as comfortable as possible. Imagine the telephone ringing. It is your very first client or customer, and they're asking your fees and a bit about what you do. Hear yourself explaining in a confident manner how much you charge, what it involves, your opening hours, and whatever else is relevant to your business idea. Doesn't it feel good when they make an appointment or place their first order with you? This made it all worthwhile. You are already on the way to realizing your dream. Now see yourself in a year's time, having already been established in your own business for 12 whole months, taking control of the paperwork, taking orders and supplying your service or goods to your clients or customers. And the phone rings again. This time you are told that you've been highly recommended by someone else. You are getting busier now and enjoying the thrill of running your own business, working for yourself, realizing how easy and enjoyable it is. Believe me, there is no way that you could possibly consider going back to working for someone else now. You love what you do. Your work is important to you, and you find it so satisfying and good. You feel like you are now complete. You are earning more money than you ever dreamed possible, and are able to take holidays whenever you want. There is no boss to please but yourself, and you do, because you really enjoy what you do for a living. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. Things have got better and better. Maybe you have employed others to help you. Your work premises are inspiring and exciting, and customers flock from miles around. You blend your career choice perfectly with your family life and are happier than you have ever been in your life before. Would you give all this up because you lacked confidence to begin your own business? I think not. You know that you made the right choice, and it was so easy for you. From this point in the future, I want you to look back to 5 years ago when you handed your notice in at your old job. Yes, you felt a bit nervous because you were doing something completely different, but because it was something that meant such a lot to you, you also found it exciting. You knocked on your boss's door and asked if it was a good time to speak. On being invited into their office, you explained calmly that it was time for you to leave and set up your own business. You noticed the look of admiration in your boss's eyes because you were branching out to do something that you truly believe it. They told you that you'd always be welcome back should you wish to return, but you knew as you left that there would be no turning back. You had made up your mind, determined to succeed, as you ultimately will, having taken this journey to see how your future is going to be. You now feel ready and excited to take that first important step. Follow your dream. You will succeed, because your determination and motivation to succeed grows stronger and stronger day by day. And these suggestions are firmly embedded in your subconscious mind and also grow stronger and stronger day by day. In a moment, I'm going to count the numbers from 1 to 5, and at the count of 5, you will be wide awake, fully alert and refreshed, and ready to allow these suggestions to work for you. 1, 2, 3. Eyelids beginning to flutter. 4, coming slowly back, and 5. Eyes open, wide awake, mind and body returning to normality. If you enjoyed this self-hypnosis video, please like and subscribe. We will be posting videos on a regular basis for a variety of self-hypnosis experiences.